So. Hi everyone, welcome to our emotional well-being catch-up on Zoom. It's the whole group here today. Admin members are going to introduce themselves. I'd like to introduce myself as the panel chair tonight, and I'm Kaz Hamilton. I'm going to pass over to anyone that would like to say hello from the admin team.
Hi, I'm Shelley. Most of you guys will probably know me from my videos and my activity on the page.
Hi everyone, I'm Karina. So I'm probably quite active in the page as well. My speciality is around healing and meditation and just raising those positive vibes.
Hi guys, I'm Abby. I haven't been as active on the page, but I have just pledged that I will change that. I am a cognitive hypnotherapist and coach. Hello.
Hi, I'm Tina. I'm one of the admins. I set the page up, but really quickly with all of us. And yeah, I specialise in like Reiki, crystal healing, and I'm all about positive vibes. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Anna. I do reflexology and Reiki, and currently learning oracle card reading. So hopefully soon I'll be able to start posting some posts about readings and oracle cards and do some card readings for you.
Is that everyone from admin?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I think the sort of round up the discussion is that we wanted to say thank you to all the members who have been involved this week. We felt like it's been a really positive success, and we would just want to say thank you for joining in, watching the videos, posting your own sort of anything that you felt was positive about emotional well-being, and we'd just like to say a huge thank you. Gosh, sorry, my brain's frozen up for this one. We felt like it's been a success because we've actually seen the numbers, and we'd just like to maybe see if anyone wants to ask any questions or discuss anything from those topics that came up. Anyone from iPhone want to ask anything? No, they're on mute, I think. No.
Well, Kaz, I would just like to say thank you to everybody as well. Obviously, we had a lot of videos come forward. We've still got some more videos to post. Again, like you said, you know, the positive feedback that we've had. You know, we had some male videos up there, so it was really good to reach out to the male audience. That was fantastic to get their feedback, and just everybody's coping mechanisms. I'm really hoping that by the end of this week, everybody just feels like, you know, it's normal to be a bit batshit. It's like it's the way we roll with it.
I like that batshit crazy. That's funny.
Good way with words, Shelley.
Yeah. That's a spot on one there, I think. Well, I've loved all the videos. I don't know about everyone else, but I've felt like I've learned from each person that sort of put something up. So thank you to each of you for that. Because I think, again, it's not just about, we're still members at the end of the day. You know, it's not just about we can all learn from each other, and I think that's really valuable. I know that doing my video today, again, that's just sort of like something out of my comfort zone. And doing this is out of my comfort zone. We're not trained, well, most of us aren't trained professionals in this, but we want people to feel comfortable that they can share whatever they want on our group, feel safe, protected by us, and we're just out there to reach out and help everyone. Basically, that's what I think our group's about. Wouldn't you agree, ladies?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I hope that everyone's emotional well-being has improved, because I think mine has most definitely over this week. I think, although I'm housebound, so actually probably being at home a lot longer, and I'm also used to it compared to other people. But it's the anxiety from other people that you can end up taking on board as well. And sometimes that is what stresses you out more than others. You can be calm, and then you come home to someone and they're stressed out, so that you're stressed out.
It's not just that, it's the media as well, you know. It's just we're
doesn't help, does
absolutely plagued with negative stories at the moment. And so it just seems that wherever you turn, even though we're all kind of isolated, we're still being bombarded with these negative emotions. And sometimes it's hard to deal with. And it's not as easy as to say, just shut yourself off, because you're just going from one mental state to another. So the fact that, you know, we've all been able to utilize it to our advantage and be able to share our experiences is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one. I mean, I don't watch the news on purpose, but it's harder nowadays with those, you know, social media bombards us. Like before, you could just switch the TV off. It's not the case of that anymore, and it's not so easy to not look on Facebook because you want to be able to chat to your friends, blah blah blah. And I find that can be hard because you might see a headline, and even though you don't read it, it's already gone in your head, and you're thinking, "Oh, why did I have to see that? Thanks very much." And then you've got to try and change your whole mindset again each time they do it. Would you agree, everyone? Hello?
Hi.
Hi there.
Johnny in the room.
Oh,
Hey,
it's Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hi. Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hi. I'm just I'm just back from my walk, so I'm a bit knackered.
Would you like to say something about the Emotional Wellbeing Week, Johnny, from a male point of view?
Yeah. It was really good. I listened to some of the talks, which were really inspiring, and I did one myself, so which was good. Yeah, I enjoyed.
You enjoyed doing your own video as well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything new, Johnny? Did you pick up any new tips?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little. Yeah. Some new tips. Yeah.
So did anybody else on the admin, did anybody else learn some new tips this week? Anything that they didn't already know, or just positive reinforcement on things that they already did know?
I think the key as well, really, I found throughout the week is it's so how important being present is and being in the present moment, because actually that's where we have that power. And it's when we're living in the past or in the future that we feel, you know, sad or anxious, and actually how important just being present and actually getting back to basics, you know, walking in nature, you know, meditating for a couple of minutes, or just focusing on one activity at a time. I just think, you know, there is so much power in this moment. And I think throughout the week, seeing people's journey and witnessing people's different journeys, it was kind of a running theme all the way through the week.
I noticed some more running themes. I noticed that everybody who had a success story, their main objective was to help other people. You know, Abby's story, Johnny's story, everybody's story that I listened to, everybody in it ended up doing charity work. Martin, you know, massive promoter of charity work for mental health. And I just find that so inspiring that everybody who's come out of that darkness is leading the way to shine the light on others. And that, I thought that was a really encouraging thing to see, all of the charity work that people got involved in as a consequence, and all of just the love that they spread to other people, just to try and help people in similar situations.
Definitely.
I found Abby's video very interesting when you were talking about the mind and how the mind works, because I think when you actually understand how that works, that makes more sense, and then you can actually, it's like you can take control then, because you then know the layers. So when you know the layers, it's like, so obviously I've just done a huge video on grief and counseling, and like that's what's literally coming out is my subconscious, all of it's coming out from there. And that's really powerful, because I didn't know that before. I literally did not know. And I think for me, honestly, yours was like, whoa, I need to be seeing this right now. It was really like one of those moments where you're like, I really needed to see that right now, because I can't wait to talk to my counselor tomorrow about it, because, you know, again, there's something I've got that I can share with her, and she will give me a viewpoint or a guiding view on that subject, because she's very knowledgeable. Just like you.
Well, no, it is. It's I think a lot of us don't realise how much our subconscious is working on. And I think, for example, you consciously you only take in between 7 and 9 bits of information per second, but your subconscious takes like 1,000,000 bits of information per second. So
Wow.
that gives you a bit of a perspective about the amount of things that are going into your subconscious that you don't even know are doing it, and making all these connections from past events to future events and everything. And like I said, if you're driving somewhere and you think, I don't know how I just got here, or you know, you're talking to someone and then you kind of drift off a little bit and then you think, oh, well, you know, I just went into a daydream, and that's the subconscious, you know. So it's like some people can be triggered by things that they don't even, they'll suddenly just feel really sad and don't even know why. And
don't they say it's the Johari window, like the opposite side of your brain that's not awake? Isn't that the concept of the Johari window? I would love someone to talk on that one day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about that, so if anyone does, great. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's like, I don't know, like weirdly, for example, say I look at the barbecue, that could subconsciously trigger a memory for me from years ago that I don't even remember, and then that makes me feel sad or happy or whatever. So yeah, like you said, Kaz, as soon as you kind of realise that you've got that element of control and you can work out things like that, it makes it easier to control your emotions and think, so what I do a lot is like, so I'll have a trigger and I'll go, oh, there it goes again. There it is, reminding me. Yep, cheers for that. But, you know, it's time to squash it or not let it affect me. So it's kind of having that control. So, no, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
No worries. No, I wanted to pass that on.
Thank you.
I think it's when I watched it twice, actually, because I wanted to really take that into my head. So I was like, wow, that's quite an eye-opener, yeah. Again, I think we've probably all had a few eye-openers on some of the videos because they're real stories. Sometimes, you know, you can watch someone that you don't really know, and I think that doesn't always have the same resonation for me. Listening to someone that I know come out with a story that I didn't know about them can really sort of make me, I don't know, feel like I should change something. You know, it's an inspiration. Inspiration from other people, and especially people that you've got a connection with close to you, like all you lovely ladies and Johnny. and anyone else that might be hanging in the background that I don't know about. Anything else anyone wants to say? I'm not sure there's much more.
I think one thing I was going to say, sorry, was I think a lot of people, I don't know if people can connect with this, but because there's a lot of people out there doing their 5K runs and eating healthy and, you know, doing this, doing that, I think there's a lot, potentially, people comparing themselves to others and maybe thinking, I haven't achieved that, or I haven't done that, or even, for example, I'll be honest and say, like, I haven't got a partner or children, so sometimes if I look and see people with partners and children, I think, oh, you know, I'm quite jealous about that. So I just wonder, like, there must be a lot of that going on at the moment as well, because we are kind of looking at social media a lot. It is about kind of bringing yourself out of letting external factors influence you, and about, you know, focusing on you and you know, the things that make you happy and content. So I think I might do something around that if you fancy it. I might do something around kind of not comparing yourself to others so much, and looking inward and working on yourself.
Fantastic. Yeah, that sounds great.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
you know, in the law of in the law of attraction, Abby, like we basically say that, you know, not to accept the judgments of other people. The moment that you pass judgment upon other people is the moment that you leave yourself open to accepting other people's judgments upon you.
Yeah.
The only way to be free from it, you have to be completely free from it, but then that means that you have to be a judgmental person yourself. And sometimes it's one of the hardest things, because it's one of those things that's drilled into us from kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We look at things, we're taught to perceive things in a certain way, and we've trained our brains to make an instant judgment on things, and quite often what we need to do is see past that. But I totally agree. I've seen a lot of it with mums on the internet with the homeschooling at the moment. I mean, I'm not a mum like yourself, but you know, that must be an incredible pressure that people are living at the moment. I can only imagine.
I think everyone compares some element of someone else's life to themselves, don't they, without maybe subconsciously, who knows? But yes, I think it's important to kind of be on your own team, I suppose, rather than worried about kind of what everyone else is doing and not doing.
Yeah. So when are you going to do that for us, Abs? Because I'll be well excited for that after your last.
Do you know what? I'm going to work on that. I'll do that for you this week. I'll put together a video and I'll send it to you. Or like if ever you want to, I don't know, just let me know what you want me to do and I'll do it.
From you saying that, Abby, it's really made me think about, for me personally, on my journey this week, a lot of shadow stuff coming up. So if people don't know what shadow stuff is, it's kind of might be issues that you haven't resolved or stuff from childhood that's come up to the surface. Yeah. And, you know, for me, a big one for me has been confidence and sharing my voice. And that's been a massive part of my journey. And this week, all those feelings of not feeling good enough and being seen and heard by people, it's just made me feel really anxious. And I don't know, it's old wounding from childhood where, you know, you might have been bullied as a child or you've lived in an abusive home, and it does come up to the surface. And being in these circumstances where you've got your own company and you've got more time by yourself, you've got more time to process. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are suffering with lots of mental health issues because, you know, they might not have healed those aspects of themselves. So and it kind of ties into what you're saying about comparing yourself to others. And, you know, you might not necessarily be where you want to be in life, but, you know, it's all about that journey of self-acceptance. Exactly. It's a lifelong journey, guys. It doesn't happen overnight.
Another spin, Karina, I have another spin on that for you at the moment. So you and I are both into astrology. So some people accept it, some people see it as a thing to go by, and some people just don't. And that's fine, whatever floats your boat. But the astrology at the moment really dictates that this is actually what we're going to be living through. They almost kind of predicted that there was going to be some kind of mass awakening by the form of some kind of pandemic. And now that they're saying at the moment that the planetary alignment, what's happening is it's creating an emotional pull on us that basically makes us question those things, makes us relive experiences from our past. And this is going to be going on for the next month. So it's probably something, just, you know, for those of you who are a little bit more open-minded on the situation, just to be a bit cautious of, because, you know, if you thought for a moment that there was something external to you that, you know, you maybe didn't have a control on, you might be more mindful of it. So, you know, for me, most definitely, I'm looking at what the planets are doing at the moment, because in my mind, you know, they're dictating a big way on what we're doing, and they probably will do this month until the full moon that's coming up later on in the month.
Well, it's all about the bubbling stuff under the surface coming up, and actually anything that isn't truth will come to light. So anything that isn't the truth and isn't real, all those structures will start to crumble and fall, and all of the truth will come to light. And I think that's where we get to that's why things are starting to feel a little bit disjointed, but something amazing is going to come out of this. I feel it.
It's make or break. It's down to us at the moment to kind of make or break the situation. What are you going to do? It's your choice. You know, we're all making it. I'm glad for you guys. I'm happy. We're all making it.
Yeah, it could probably feel exciting and scary at the same time, you know, because it's so disjointed. I mean, I'm obviously massively into moon cycles and stuff like that, and the more I've been sort of reading with Yasmin Boland and stuff like that, and I did a 6-card spread on myself the other day, and it literally was all about literally healing myself and moving forward and being the person I want to be. Literally.
Which is exactly where you are at your life.
I was like, wow.
Yes,
you know, and if that's not going to, you know, it was really amazing, like, because one was the past, one was, you know, and it literally went through. I'd never done a 6-card spread. I've only been doing like one now and again. So I was like, I just picked them up and I went, can't do a 6-card spread, right? How do I do it? And it really was quite wow. And for me, even that just made me think, right, I'm doing the right thing here. You know, and actually calms me down. Like, this is worth some of the, you know.
If you know what you're dealing with, you tend to be a lot calmer about it anyway. So it doesn't matter which way you look at it, whether you're looking at it from astrology, whether you're looking at it from just a mindfulness, you know, it just doesn't matter which way you're looking at it from, as long as you achieve the same goal at the end of the day, right? And the goal is inner peace. That's all we're looking for. So however you achieve it, and the more, in my opinion, the more open-minded that you can be towards holistic lifestyles, then that's going to go in your favor, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I think we're drawing people naturally because of it.
Yeah,
Because we're all invested in this, and I think when people are invested and we enjoy doing it, again, we've got so much enthusiasm that I think it's bringing people in who maybe would never have been interested before. One, because they didn't have the time, or just rushing around, or this has jolted them into some kind of action. And maybe it's jolted all of it. Like, I know it started before, but it's jolted quite a few of us into action, I think. And I'm
you never know who you'll touch him. You never know who your words are going to touch. Just one post on Facebook could touch one person at the right moment of their wrong day, and then you don't know the impact of your words upon that person. So God bless you all for just being so beautiful and open on the page, because and for your videos as well, because again, you just, like I said, you don't know whose words, you don't know who you've touched. And I know for a fact this week that all of our inputs have gone out there and they've had a massive spread, and I do believe that they've helped people. We've had a lot of new people on the page. People tend to come and go if they don't like it, but the people who are staying, and the numbers are increasing, so people are obviously liking what they see, and they're being open about connecting with us and about the fact that it's helping their lives as well. That's just touching. That's all we could have ever wanted as an admin team.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. Anyone else?
I just think it's awesome what you lot are doing. Like, I'm really blessed to be part of it, really. You're taking your time to inspire others, and what you've achieved so far is just amazing. So, it all started with me wanting to lose weight and met Tina with the Juice Plus. Now look,
brilliant. I love that. That's awesome.
A few moon cycles later, and now here we are.
It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, no, I love all that stuff. I get angel readings and things, and my angel lady, she sends me messages every day, and she says exactly what you just said there. That it's likely that we'll probably be possibly in this till kind of June time, but it's all about not being fearful, so getting yourself out of that fear. So that's where I hope I can kind of help the team and everyone, the members, is helping people get out of the fear. What's holding them back, what's making them fearful, and like you said,
you did that with your story. You did that. You did that perfectly with your story. Just by being open and just by being yourself and just by telling your story. You've already done that. I'm just
that's good.
I'm happy that you did that for us.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree about the fear. That's probably like, if we are not fearful, then other people won't be fearful.
Yeah.
It's like
exactly. We've got to kind of represent.
Yeah. So I just finished the 21-day meditation challenge with Deepak Chopra and Oprah Winfrey. But obviously that was all about hope, but it was also a lot about collective consciousness, and like all of us together. If there's people who are inspiring, you will keep inspired, and that energy, because it's all energy, will literally keep. And that's literally what I believe we've got. We can create any kind of wave, laughter wave, happy wave. I like calling them waves. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's
because she likes the waves. She just likes the waves, Kaz does.
It's like the water thing, because I like water. Yeah. So
I think I really do believe on my vision board, because I've got like this dream to meet her someday. So
oh wow!
Yeah, it's on there. Like most of the stuff that I've kind of visualized has come to fruition. So
manifesting, baby.
So
I spoke about it today. Get your manifesting on board. You've got to get it right.
Intention, belief, mindset, all of those things.
Believe to receive. Yep.
And I was going to say as well, one of the things as well, I think that makes us unique as well in terms of all the stuff that's out there online, is how authentic we are, and how we all show up. And we might bumble our words or whatever, it doesn't matter, we're just ourselves, and that's all that matters. And it's that like energy attracts like energy, so your vibe attracts your tribe, and here we are all together. I know Tina's sitting there quietly, bless her, but she's been a massive part of this. And, if she hadn't have come up with that idea that day and posted it online, and I just messaged her straight, I said, look, I'm interested in helping. And then we started off with about 100 members around November, and now we're at 1,200 members almost, I think. And we've got an Instagram page, and we're doing YouTube, and we're doing stuff like this. And you know what, guys, I really sense that when you're doing something that's to benefit so many people, it will just work, and those doors will open and those opportunities will start to come. So you know, and how amazing. Like,
Yeah.
so blessed.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I definitely agree. Like you said about Tina, like I just remember, so I like got the Juice Plus off of her a while back, which is great. But it was more her positivity quotes and stuff. I was like, oh, wow, someone's talking my language here. I'm like, I love this, and you didn't get a lot of it, did you? So yeah, so well done, Tina. Like, great job, and yeah, just amazing. Yeah, it's great.
So I was thinking, because obviously we've not actually finished the emotional well-being week. We've actually got a few more videos. Is that correct? So obviously we've got my one.
Yeah, we've got your video to go up, and we're hoping to get a couple more.
Is it Patricia?
As well. Patricia's, yeah, it's already done. We're just waiting to receive it and get it published on the YouTube
so
channel.
That'll be tomorrow.
And possibly
tomorrow
one about nutrition. We're still waiting to hear about Evie. So
okay,
hopefully we might get Evie's video as well.
Okay, so we could say that hopefully definitely two and possibly 3 videos.
I think, you know, we should just keep rolling with it. I think ultimately, until we get out of this weird situation that we're living in every day, I think we should just keep rolling with it. You know, not focus on it as a wellbeing month or anything like that, but just keep. You know, we've made quite clear to people this is absolutely normal. That was all I wanted to achieve by this.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
Understand that what you're going through in your mind and what's going through on the inside on a day-by-day basis is absolutely normal. But it's your choice on how you choose to change it. So as long as we keep reminding people that A, it's normal, and B, here are the options to change it, then I think we should just keep rolling with it as long as it goes.
Yeah, I love that. Amen to that.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'll be sharing various sort of posts and maybe meditations and stuff like that with the videos. So hopefully that will resonate with a few people. And I'm quite happy, willing, if anyone's out there that's needing to talk about anything to do with grief, I'm quite happy to talk to anyone. I'm obviously not a counsellor or anything like that. I do know that we've got a lady who is trained, but if someone just wants to talk on a one-to-one, I'm quite willing to be that person.
You've already done that, Kaz. You're quite comfortable with talking to people, and people are just open to talking to you. And it amazes me. People don't even save it for private messages. They just do it on the page and just open up and just have a good old chat and get it out. I absolutely love that. And Kaz is right on it. And people generally tend to go to you for advice on that matter. I love it.
That's certainly been my, possibly from my social work background, I think that it might come. So I just wanted to put it out there on this video. But even any subject, you know, I think I just like helping people. So I'm sitting at home twiddling my thumbs, shall we say.
Watch this space then, Kaz.
Yeah.
I am actually, we will be launching a competition as well next week. Because
that's right.
So Melody, I actually interviewed someone called Melody Green. She's written an emotional survival guide, which is aimed at sort of frontline workers, empaths, light workers, anyone who's really sensitive to energy, or just, you know, needs anyone who needs techniques and tips and tools. This is her lifelong work of all the tools that she's learned over the years put into a short 128-page book, I believe it is. So we are going to be giving away 10 copies to 10 ebooks to our lovely members. So just we'll be launching the interview, the recording next week, and then we'll be launching a competition. So just keep your eyes out on that, guys. It's an amazing prize, and I've read the book, and wow, so much amazing content and really helpful.
And our other competition that runs till the end of the month as well, so don't forget, Design the Tribe logo, that's still on the go till the 30th of April. One of Louise's amazing crystals, Christopher Speason's book, and an hour with a mentor of your choice. So yeah, get creative, because that'll keep you busy through lockdown as well.
Amazing.
So shall we wrap up, ladies and Jenny? Yeah. So thank you for everyone for your time and your open discussion. I thought that was very good. And we'll all catch up soon. I'm sure we'll be back on here quite soon.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Lovely.
Bye, everybody.
Lovely to see everyone.
Bye. Bye. Take care.
Take care. Stay